Metal Ranchos, Metal Ranchos, Metal Ranchos.
Good morning.
Hey, man.
I wasn't talking to you. I was addressing the listeners.
Oh.
Welcome to the Circling Back podcast. Do we just start over? Just kidding. We're fine. I'm Dave. I'm going to host today, and you are tuning into what will likely be a real serious week of content here. Because not only do we have content week, but it's lining up with podcast week, and it's also lining up with YouTube week. Hopefully not producer week. Randall Trembacki.
Man, just remember, there's no video on Wednesday, so I don't know about how much it'll be YouTube week. But good morning, David. You see, I'm referencing to David. I knew that he was saying good morning to the listeners, not to me.
Somehow worse than what Dylan did. What did you even just say?
I said that there would be no video on
You
Wednesday.
said it in many words, though.
Yeah. Made sure.
You started off by letting people know that no video Wednesday. Can we get Dan in here?
Probably
text
not.
Dan.
He has his own job.
Should we
No,
invest
he's
in
fine.
vocal lessons for Randy, like articulation?
No.
I think people can hear me
He's
fine.
fine.
The microphone.
You're a mumbling-
You guys are just all so far over there that you can't hear me that well.
You're a mumbling SOB, man.
We need headies.
I mean, I think you're just getting old. Check your ears.
I hear perfectly.
He has the best ears in Austin.
I don't think they're the best, but they're certainly adequate.
I haven't had my hearing checked in a long time.
What?
Oh,
Just
Ooh,
kidding.
tough crowd.
Dylan Shivery.
I'm not done with Randall's.
he's
Oh,
not done with
fuck.
me. Hi, David.
Thank you. Here's a guy, Dylan Shivery, folks. He is the voice you heard off the rip, just interrupting the intro that was seriously going somewhere. I had it all written out and planned.
The shirt that I wore Saturday
hey,
is
hey.
from Ruka. And I'm saying that because I don't know, 30 people asked me on the Instagram.
You're crazy shirt guy.
It's from Ruka. And yes, I looked fucking fantastic in it. I was a little sun-kissed, and I had the black shirt and with the very colorful Hawaiian, floral pattern. I looked fucking awesome. It's from Ruka. There you go. You're welcome. Go find it yourself. I don't know how to look it up for you. All right. It's a few years old though. And yeah, I was sun-kissed. I had a great weekend. Okay. And I looked fucking great on Saturday.
Well, good thing we have a segment for that entire deal.
I looked
coming up.
fantastic. And I think everyone noticed that.
We've got a lot to get to today. I'm sitting here, and I know this isn't an ad read, but we've got rowback. We got a rowback order that we have to put in for the boys here, and I'm looking through their stuff. I'm going to get something for my son, and they've got a lot of boys polos, and they're all like they've got the little pup, the little Irish camo, they got the little za, and Dylan, I think I'm going to go with a little pickleball 2.0.
Okay. I support that.
What's your beef with pickleball?
You do need to get the DFW and the little DFW. When I pointed out that it has fadeaway dirt on it, I think it got your attention a little bit.
I'll look at it.
You should.
I'll consider. I really did not know they had that. I feel like they made that specifically for me. So if I don't get
Well,
that,
now you
I
do,
will.
bitch.
Use code. What's our code?
Washed 20.
Hold that
Obviously.
card up one time, Hoss. One time, get 20% off your whole order. So Randy's out. I don't know if you guys were able to decipher his message there, but yeah,
I was doing an impression of you doing an impression of me.
do your impression of me.
No video on Wednesday.
No, that's not how it sounded.
That's exactly how
Randy's going to be out, so of course the entire company's going to crumble. No video, even though it is YouTube week. You know what? I'm going to text Dan.
We need a contingency plan.
It's Dan.
Without
We'll pay him.
video,
We'll give him a
kinda
hat.
stinks.
We'll give him one of those hats in there.
Can you just teach us how to do it without you?
It's impossible because we've got to switch back and forth. Unless we do the wide lens, right?
I mean, yeah.
we can
I
go
guess.
wide on it.
We'll go wide load.
Then you're gonna have to sync the audio. You're gonna have to sync the audio
Wow.
and the video.
Can't
Can't
you just
AI
fucking-
do that shit?
Can't you just set it to sync? Like, what's going on here?
I mean, I
what are we
guess
doing?
I could, but
Can't AI
No
do
way.
that? You don't want us to know that it can do that.
I'll say that it is possible. It'll just be shittier quality than when I'm behind here.
That's not possible.
Oh, this guy.
What if we just got the entity to do it, Randy?
Oh, more on that later.
Do you understand the tease?
Yeah, I watched the part 1 yesterday with Charles. You dumb idiot.
With Charles. We watched it with Charles.
We had Chelsea us.
She's a Valley girl from California, so sometimes I say it like that.
Oh, she's from Utah.
No, her parents currently live in Utah. She grew up in just outside of LA.
I don't know if that's true, folks.
It is.
I guess you'd know.
I think I would know
I
better
guess
than
you'd
you.
know.
Are
I
you,
guess you'd
are
know.
you fake news right
She's
now?
from Santa Clarita.
Let's see the
Motherfucker
birth
just make
certificate.
shit up.
Shout out Santa Clarita. Real ones know.
I don't know.
I've never been there.
Sounds
The
great.
diet?
though.
We watched that show because she's from there.
Oh.
It's entertaining.
Tomorrow, the most anticipated cold call ever. People are wondering, do I need to resubmit? Yes. If you filled out the form last week or ever before, go to Wash Media, find the cold call form. I'll post it tonight on social or today. You want to get a cold call. And here's the deal. We will typically only cold call people who submitted in the last 24, 48 hours because if I go back a month and get somebody's number, they're probably not ready for it.
Right.
There's probably a better way to do it, and it's a work in progress. So we'll get better at it. But for tomorrow, go submit your stuff. You got something fun you want us to talk about with you, we would love to do it. But cold call tomorrow, and there will be video for that, and we're gonna have a great time. Last week we got it all fixed. The problem. Will went in there, created a new Google sheet, and look at us, we're cooking now. Thursdays, of course, always listener voicemails. Where are you going this weekend, Randy?
I'm not going anywhere this week.
It's going to Vegas.
I'm going to Vegas on Wednesday.
That's what I mean.
Vegas, baby.
All right, so you're out Thursday too.
Yes.
Okay. Newsletter, quite strong. Drops every Friday, wash.substack.com. And again, you can go to our YouTube, youtube.com/circling back. It's a visual show most of the time.
I forgot to schedule the newsletter. Y'all probably noticed.
No.
So I woke up. I was like, oh shit. And so I just went and hit publish at like 8:20 something, I think. So it was a little bit late on Friday morning, and I'm sorry about that. Actually, I'm not. Just you're fine. You're fine.
What if it's the best part of waking up for some people?
And that's Folgers in your cup, you dumbass.
Why'd you hesitate? Were you going to call me something else?
Maybe.
What were you going to call me?
Don't worry about it.
Dylan's Trackhouse Thursday, shop, washmedia.shop.
Randy's out the whole week of the 30th too.
What are you gonna do? You gonna watch the U.S. Open in the sports book?
No,
Put down
I
some
got a
bets?
wedding in Chicago the 28th, and then 4th of July is the Friday. So I'm just going to stay home and visit my brother. Just had a kid too, so I haven't met her.
Oh
so
yeah,
I'm just staying
contingency
at
plan
home.
will be had by then. Hopefully by this week.
So-
yeah, because we're not doing that. We're not doing that snow video stuff for that much.
Yeah, not for a
It's
whole
not
week.
good.
Plus, Dylan's out Monday, Tuesday that week.
No, but I meant this week though. Sports book it, U.S. Open.
Oh,
I'm
this
sure you
week?
were all over it. Who
I
you
mean,
liking at Oakmont?
I'm more likely just going to go sit at the Flamingo pool and get drunk, and then go to Kenny Chesney. I'm not a big gambler.
What's the Flamingo pool sitch?
It's pretty good. I mean, I don't know what it's like on a Wednesday, but I went there for a bachelor party like a couple of years ago, and it's very much a Vegas pool party scene. Very fun. We had a cabana and everything. Ooh.
There you go. Don't tell us anything that happened, dude. Because you know it stays in Vegas, all right?
Yeah. That's the thing about it, Dylan.
Ooh, imagine getting pushed around Vegas in a wheelchair or a motorized cart with that knee.
I should be good. The knee's pretty good now. I got an MRI scheduled for the 20th, so but we'll see.
Just don't take that brace off for a while, Hoss.
I'm not. That's how I re-aggravated it was.
Yeah. Don't trust it.
Yeah, no. I'm
Plus,
not.
if you're committed to what you said, you're going to knee brace your way into some, you know what? You got to keep it on.
into some
obvious.
better seats at the Sphere. Yeah,
But then he can't tell us about it
Ooh,
because it'll happen in Vegas.
yeah,
that's a great point.
it's true.
Probably for the best. Is there an option there for the Sphere?
Will said there is, but I mean, I think I'm fine.
Maybe Kenny will like acknowledge you.
He'd be like, hey,
He brings you up on stage. He's like, "Hey, this next one, goes out to a guy who recently aggravated an old knee injury."
and he just plays Keg in the closet.
Yeah.
Do you think on the Sphere it's just going to be a giant image of a keg in a closet when he plays that song?
That'd be a waste of graphic.
Nah, that'd be sick.
I bet they will do like a montage of like college-looking fraternity houses.
I did see the only one graphic I did see for it was game day at University of Tennessee, like the guys running out on the field and everything. It looked pretty cool, but that was about it.
Okay.
Whatever, dude.
Just a bunch of pizza slices on the floor.
Fuck yeah. Leftover from the night before, Dylan.
Somebody had the clutch move of ordering pizza,
Yeah.
and they just left it on the floor because they don't give a fuck because they're in
Ooh.
college.
More about the honey badger
Pledges will
later.
clean it up. You understand what I said? The pledges will clean it up. so you can trash the house at night.
Yeah, I know, man. I was in a frat too.
This weekend, there's a
Dumb-
crazy event
dumbass.
happening.
I like to turn up.
Bro, there's a crazy
Hey, where's the
event
fucking
happening.
clock?
Party and it was lit.
It shows losing.
Let's go.
This weekend in fun, presented by Tecovas.
Ooh, baby.
How about Tecovas? Anywhere worth going worth going in good boots. Find your perfect pair with Tecovas. I was rocking mine over the weekend.
Ooh, how
Did you see me?
comfortable. I didn't.
You probably didn't. I didn't really get out much, but I was wearing them. You can't have a good time in bad boots. That's why you need Tecovas. A lot of times you buy boots. You buy any shoe, but boots especially, and they have like a week or two where you have to break them in. Tecovas, you just buy them, you put them on, and they feel great. It's like you've had them for years. And that's true.
I wouldn't know. I don't have any yet. I'm very jealous of everyone who owns them. And I told y'all I will be getting some this year. I'm sticking to that.
Dylan, you ever wondered if you can pull off boots with your personal style?
I know I can. I've pulled.
You
boots
owe it
off
to your
before.
feet to pull on a pair of Tecovas, dude.
Yeah,
You
I
really
agree.
do.
No, I know.
Dylan, being confident isn't about being different. It's about being yourself. That's all we've been asking you with this show. Be yourself.
Just
Be
please.
confident.
I
Dylan.
try, man.
Maybe we need to get you some Tecovas then.
Find comfort in the traditions of the West and confidence from making it your own. Onto the West by leaving your own boot print. Tecovas crafts quality Western boots for everyone, from generational ranchers like me and lifelong cowboys also like me to first-time boot buyers like Dylan will be.
I have boots, just not Tecovas yet, man.
Oh, you don't have any
You
boots?
have any boots?
You
The
get
last
some
pair of boots I
boots.
purchased was probably 12 years ago.
With the fur all over them?
Yeah.
Every one of Tecovas boots are handcrafted with over 200 meticulous steps for broken-in comfort right out of the box. Whether it's a long day or a big night, your Tecovas are built to last and impress. There's no compromise between quality and style, Dylan.
Mhm.
What about that don't you understand?
I feel like I do.
I don't know. I don't know if he does.
They got their best in the West guarantee.
Mm-hmm.
You get free returns and exchanges for 30 days right now. Get 10% off at tecovas.com/circleback. That's CRCLBK. When you sign up for email and text, that's 10% off at tecovas.com/CRCLBK. Tecovas.com/CRCLBK. See site for details. Tecovas, point your toes west. I can't talk today, dude.
Point out your toys west, man.
Point your toes west. I'm having trouble. I'm
It's
just straight
okay.
up having trouble.
Do you see the
It's
new?
Dave week.
You got the Monday.
It's Dave week.
You see the new thing they're offering at Tecovas? The custom belt buckles.
What?
It's a new thing that they just offer. I saw
Custo in what way?
as in like you can design them. Like yeah,
To your exact style.
here
That's my exact style.
I saw like you just draw what you want it to look like and they'll make it for you.
I feel like you're fucking around.
Are you going to
No,
do some
you think I'm
fucking
fucking
wacky
around?
shit on
No,
yours?
I'm just saying. I'll look it up right here. I should.
You can put like a fucking sword on there, some dumbass shit.
some like
No.
anime chick with like giant ones.
Okay. Yeah, you should do that.
That's what Randy would do. That's what I'm saying.
Well, we can. How about we move on while I pick this
No.
up?
All
yeah,
right,
bud.
cool.
Okay, bud.
All right, maybe I'll figure out how to enunciate my words. This is tough. All right, who wants to go first? Randy's not going first. Dylan,
I'll
you're
kick
going
it
first.
off, man. I had
Tell us
quite-
about you and Chels getting sun kissed.
I had quite a little weekend, man. Friday just kicked it off with just a low key. We went out and got a drink and an app at one of my favorite local spots called El Alma. Little patio scene. It was hot outside, but a nice little.
What was
color.
the app?
We got queso fundido.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I'm waiting to hear what comes next. Because I'm wondering why you didn't just have the entire meal.
because we were cooking that night. We felt like stepping out. I really wanted a margarita. I was just craving a
This is
frozen
interesting.
marg.
What time? Ish.
It was about 4:30.
Okay. That's
4:30
early
on
enough. I
a
got you.
Friday, maybe 5. Went
You
out.
know how I am. I would have filled up.
Yeah, I got had 2 frozen skinnies, and they're really good, not too sweet, and then queso fundido, and then went home and just kind of had a nice little quiet evening in. It was nice.
What'd you do?
We cooked and just watched.
What'd you watch?
What did we watch? I don't even fucking remember, man. We watched some shit. I don't know. Saturday was a bigger day. Let's just skip to Saturday. More fun.
I got to say, that is incredible self-control. Because if I'm in El Alma, even if it's 4:30, I'm getting a whole meal, an entire meal of food.
Yeah.
It's underrated, folks. Go there.
We plan to cook, like I said.
What'd you make?
We did, I think we did just I think we did chicken and broth and sweet potatoes. Kept it pretty healthy. I think that's what we did that night.
It's this weekend and fun.
Yeah, well, the fun comes later on.
I want the fun to be in the meal. We have a fun. I know you had the fun Dito.
All right, Saturday, got a nice little dog walk in the morning before it got too hot. We sat by the pool for about an hour. I got sun-kissed. Obviously, I threw my Ruka shirt on.
Can I clarify something? Is the dog walk, you walking the dog, or she walk you around on a leash?
In your gimp suit.
I put my Ruka shirt on and stepped out. My friend Michael, we celebrated his birthday. He had a little gathering at his place.
Was he wearing a shirt?
He wore a shirt.
Okay.
We went over to his place and he had fajitas for everyone and he made cocktails for
homemade
everyone.
Taz?
I think he ordered them from somewhere, but I don't know where. But it looked like something he didn't make.
You want to call him? Find out?
No, it's not that important to the whole situation.
Oh, hell, we're just trying to paint a picture.
And I took a Fetty for the first time. You guys done a Fetty yet?
Damn.
Trap Queen?
679?
Have you guys done a Fetty yet? It's Uber for big groups.
I want you to be mine again, baby.
It sucked.
Uber for big groups.
What he did sucked. Acknowledge that sucked.
Acknowledge it.
He's trying to ruin your segment because that sucked.
I just want to skip over it.
Will didn't even know what a Fetty was. I knew what it was.
Yeah, I took a Fetty. It was fun, man. Big group. That's Sprinter van. It's nothing special about it.
What
really.
is it like lit inside? What's the
I
situation?
think some of them are. Ours wasn't. It was just a
Is there
Sprinter
an
van.
aux?
We had the aux and we jammed out. I introduced everyone to Josh Malloy, which they loved. You on Josh Malloy yet?
That's what you went with?
We listened to a lot more than him, but I was like, hey guys, you got to check out Josh Malloy, and they fucking loved
You
it.
hop in a Fetty and you're not throwing on Trap Queen off the rip?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I guess that's a missed opportunity there. We went to Donn's Depot and still had my Ruka shirt on. Looked great.
Are we going to do a more extensive Donn segment here in a minute?
Yeah, we are.
Or should I ask you Donn's related questions now?
Wait for the segment. We met an interesting character there that I want to talk about later. But that was fun. I stayed up. I went home after midnight, which does not happen.
Wow.
First time I stayed out that late in a very long time. We had a great time though, man. That place is winning me back over. It's fun. Music was great. The people were mostly great.
Oh, mostly great.
Yeah.
Interesting. Can't wait to
More
hear
on
about
that
this.
later. And then Sunday,
Anybody famous there? I'll hold it.
just me.
I'll hold it.
I was the only famous person there. Sunday, ran some errands, watched part 1 of the last Mission Impossible movie. The Final Reckoning, Last Reckoning, what is it?
Dead Reckoning.
Dead
was part
Reckoning,
one.
part 1. So, because we're going to watch the new one, the last one.
Yeah, you got to get that little
and
primer.
Chelsea had not yet seen. She hadn't seen any of them, actually. Can you
Wow.
believe that?
No.
And that was it, man.
Most
Pretty-
people will stumble their way into one Mission Impossible.
Pretty
I feel like-
lovely weekend. Oh, also, Parks is babysitting for 1 week a bearded dragon. Not at my place, it's at his mom's, thankfully. And he's just stoked about
Who's
it.
dragging?
You know Ashley, Phil's wife?
I do.
She at her school they have one and she keeps it over the summer, but they're out of town for the week. So
Oh.
Parks gets to step in.
He's going to feed it some crickets.
Mealworms.
Ah.
Mealworms.
We had 4th grade. We had a pet, but it was a rat. It was a gerbil. No, a hamster named Cedo. And that was as cool as it ever got.
This lizard's name is Toro,
Oh,
which
cool.
in Spanish means bull.
That's cool. It's a cool looking lizard.
They are cool, man.
How much of a beating is it to keep a lizard?
It has a leash.
I saw that. That
Oh,
makes me
yeah.
uncomfortable. I don't know why, but for some reason, a lizard on a leash,
Yeah.
it's just unstable to me.
Would you prefer a freak on a leash? Or a lizard? Hey, what's up with this Ruka shirt? I thought you
What's up with this
like,
Ruka shirt?
You're going all on about this shirt. What wasn't your whole thing that you wanted this new shirt?
What's
you
going
got?
on with the
I
Ruka
got hella
shirt?
compliments on it, dude. I
You-
can't wear that shirt every time I step out.
Yeah,
I
You're
just
so
wore it.
pumped for this new shirt, and now you're just like,
I just
gassing up your
wore
old
it.
shirt.
Come
I know.
on.
I got a grandma with it, you dumbass.
Just saying.
I can't go gram a new shirt straight to adding a new shirt. You know that, because then it limits your social abilities.
Some people are wondering if you're over fun shirting it.
Are you?
I don't think you can overfund.
Why don't you get the tree frog?
Maybe I will, man.
What's going on with the Ruka? Randy bombed. His joke bombed, and he just panicked into the Ruka.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It was
Your
in the
joke
back of my
bombed,
mind.
Randy. And that's okay.
He broke the awkward
Welcome to
silence
my world.
with a Ruka reference. He pulled the Ruka out. He played the Ruka card.
I don't even remember what the joke was anymore.
It's donk. It was a freak on a leash, man. It's donk.
It wasn't bad.
I thought you would have enjoyed it, David.
I did.
I think that was a joke for you, and you just didn't like it.
I just, dude, you know I don't laugh.
It's
That
true.
concludes my weekend in fun time.
People
guys.
forget I don't laugh.
He never laughed once in his life.
All right, I'm going to do something wild here. Randy, you want to talk to us about it?
Yeah, sure. I'll start off my weekend in fun by showing you Kova's custom belt making thing.
What?
you know?
Belt buckle, he said.
Randy, just say the
Look
word.
at
No,
the
man.
shirt. I like the shirt.
So they do all the custom stuff, and then here's the belt buckles. So you just like design it.
What's the damage?
I don't know.
That's pretty cool.
But I think it's only at certain stores. So the one in Domain that Gordo works at does. So
pretty cool.
that's how you do it. All right. So, anyways, custom belt buckle. That's how you say
That's
it.
good added value there, Randy.
Yeah, no problem. So I didn't do much this weekend because I was moving all my stuff from my apartment and just setting things up. Got my new couch. So I guess this weekend of fun, all I'm going to talk about is the new Mission Impossible. It was dope.
I
No
thought we were doing a
spoilies.
standalone.
No, we're not, because I don't really have much else to say on my weekend of fun. Pretty much, I got a new couch. I've been setting up my
Before we jump into
apartment.
Mission Impossible, can I ask you one thing? Did you get a resolution with the moving company?
No, I'm going to call them today because I need to weigh all my stuff. So now that I've got the furniture and weighed it all, I'm going to reach out and be like, hey,
All right.
I want
Follow up
money.
question. Did you have to go acquire a scale?
Yeah. I already have a scale in my bathroom.
Okay. Are you weighing Mondos?
Yeah, sometimes.
Nice. Oh,
Sometimes,
he's weighing
sometimes if I have to go, I'm like, you know what?
You doing PP
Let's
weigh
do-
still?
Let's do a pre-weigh here and see what it is.
Who was doing the PP weigh?
It was me. I said, I had said, because you said that Ross said he took like a 2-pound shit or something, like a
5 pound.
5-pound shit. And I said, well, you have to take in factor the weight of the piss.
You have to take in
because-
factor.
Yeah.
You got to take
And
it
take
and
it in
factor.
factor. Yeah.
Dude.
The weight of the piss. Because
Crazy,
I mean,
Dude, it's contagious.
a pint of piss is 1
pint
pound.
of piss.
A pint of
That's a
piss.
pint of piss.
You look at a pint glass and you go,
Get
if
outta
I
here.
filled that with piss, that's a pound,
Okay.
I believe. So
Can we get to the movie instead of talking about
Well, I was just curious. He's in
bodily waste?
Well, I was trying to find out about he's getting the runaround potentially from this moving company, and I want to know
no, I will.
if you're gonna have to badmouth them on the pod.
It's on my my to-do list to do today. But
Again,
Mission Impossible,
Randy did
dope.
not hire the hunks. Just want to put that out there.
Yeah,
That's where you fucked up, my
they were
friend.
going to be a little more expensive.
Well, they're hunks.
Well, they're hunky.
They
So
might.
It's a price to pay.
I mean,
It's a premium.
It's like, do I want my furniture broken or do I want blood on it? And I'm like, I should have gone.
Or
with
do you
those
want a
to
hot
blood.
kid in college moving
Yeah,
his
you want
shit
a
around
hot college kid,
with his shirt off? Maybe
I mean,
possibly in a frat.
could be.
based on the guys that we got, I don't think we got that many. I don't think we got
They were
guys-
hunky.
we
The
didn't get
guys who are
college
bleeding
kids.
on our furniture. Yeah,
They
that
were
was
hunky.
Whatever, dude.
How's the movie, man?
It was dope. I'm going to try to do this without doing many spoilers.
Was there a Tom Cruise sprinting scene?
Oh yeah. Oh
He
yeah.
sprints in all his
Very
movies.
upright runner.
He's got a great movie sprint.
I would say definitely go see us in theaters and very much recommend go seeing it in IMAX.
All right, ready? Could you right now go to the track? Could you beat Tom Cruise in a 100-yard dash? That's a great question because you want to say like, oh, he's fucking like 60 or something.
He's got a great sprint. I don't know if he's fast though. He looks fast on film, but you know that's.
I think he is less likely. He can finish the race more likely than I can because I'm probably going to get.
He's in better cardio shape.
He could just drop everything and go sprint. Me,
Yeah.
I'm probably getting hurt if I just
Uh,
were to go outside right now and run a race.
3 weeks ago, I would have said yes.
I pulled both hamstrings when we did our Grand X combine.
I fell on my face.
You did, and it's on video.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I ran it in wet grass.
What was the? He always does one like wild ass stunt. What was that?
I mean, there was a couple, I would say, but the one that everyone that knew about was like the prop plane stuff.
Yeah,
And I would say with Mission Impossible, stunt doubles are great. And it's like, those are real people doing that. It's amazing. Something about Mission Impossible is just like, one year in there, it's like, yeah, this is all fiction, but that is actually Tom Cruise doing that thing. And that's not green screen. It adds such a like way better element to the movie. So that's what makes Mission Impossible so great, is that Tom Cruise is doing these stunts and they're ridiculous. And just watching, I'm like, that guy is too. I'm like, that guy is legitimately on a plane in the air, just like clearly strapped in, and we can't see that because they're editing it all out. But it is insane. The submarine scene was fucking amazing. That's all I'll say. I won't say much about that. That was like, to me, I was like, this is fucking sick.
Is that a follow up from the previous one?
Yeah.
That submarine. Ooh.
So
that's a great opening scene, by the way. The one you just watched, the previous one.
Servestible, I think is what it's called.
Is Shelley Miscavige on that submarine?
Is that a Scientology thing? I see that.
Indeed.
Even at the beginning, before the movie starts, like Tom Cruise has a little like scene that says like, "Hey, this was filmed for IMAX with IMAX cameras and made for you, so you guys sing it well." Like, so even they made it for IMAX, and I would say the guns popping and the sound, and it was very much worth seeing in IMAX.
Okay, I'm gonna note that, and maybe this week I'll sneak out and go watch it.
And the weirdest thing, the first 5 minutes, I don't think this really spoilers and stuff, because the main bad person is like an AI, and it's like pretty much that the whole world doesn't know what's real or fake anymore because of AI and can like manipulate the news and everything. It hits a lot harder after Google's VO thing just got released like a week or two ago, and my feed is just filled with AI videos. It is really kind of like, it felt a little too real.
Yeah.
But overall, very good. Very much recommend it. And one of the funniest thoughts I had during it is presidents in movies are always like so serious, like because the president comes into play a little bit here. And it just made me think like, what if Trump was in this situation, or Biden? And it kind of makes me want to go through like all these like presidential movies, like Independence Day, and just edit in AI Trump or AI Biden. Just, I feel like it'd be pretty funny.
It's not a bad idea. I don't know how anyone would possibly do that, but
that it seems like there's a very, I feel like I'm not the first person to have this thought, but there has to be like a very funny comedic thing there.
Did you do any drugs?
I did take a little edible.
Oh.
When I'm high, I watch fantasy, comedy, or spy movies. And this
So that's very specific. Spy movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
So highly recommend it. Can you imagine Trump on Air Force One, the Harrison Ford movie?
There's a number. I mean, I was thinking of Independence Day when the alien makes contact and takes over his brain.
Listen, we're not going in.
Oh, here we go.
Quietly into the night. They think they were going to go quietly. No, I don't think so.
That's pretty good. Yeah, you've been working on this. That's good, Randy.
But yeah, so
what's the closest IMAX?
The mall where you guys saw Friendship.
Oh, yeah. And it's like a legit IMAX?
I don't think it is.
It's not the Bob Bullock IMAX.
Yeah, it's not as big as the Bob Bullock IMAX, but it's still pretty big and pretty
that one's crazy. It's like I forget how tall the screen is, but it's a very tall screen.
I wouldn't know. I sat like second row because
our
our employees were late.
You guys had good seats. Brett and I had the shitty seats.
We had okay seats.
They were fine.
Could have been better.
What did we see?
Top Gun.
Top Gun.
Yeah.
New one.
Tom Cruise.
Other Tom Cruise. So,
very cool.
He's a star, man. He might be like the biggest movie star of our lifetime. Just like overall star power.
Yeah, I think
about it.
I don't think there's much. Who else is in that conversation? Leo
for sure. Denzel, Brad Pitt, guys like that. But Tom Cruise is like
that might be the
star.
big four.
Yeah, and like I said, just
maybe John Leguizamo.
Yeah, for sure.
Best. And his movies just have such a greater element when you're just looking at like the swimming scenes in the submarine, and like that's Tom Cruise.
Oh wow, you guys want to know what I did this weekend?
Yes.
Sure, man.
Yeah. Okay. Finished the rehearsal. Finished it last night. Alyssa came out. Like, she's like, "Oh, I heard you belly laugh." She's like, "What?" When I was like, "It's just like every now and then I snap back into it and just laugh at how preposterous Some of this is. Do you know how it ends? Are you familiar with the ending?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Well, I knew what the whole point of it was. And can I spoil it? Are you going to watch it? You
Yeah,
probably
I don't care.
Hey, hit that forward button a couple times if you don't want spoilers.
He basically just did this to get his pilot's license. And he does get his pilot's license. And he does fly a 737 with passengers on it. And that's how it ends.
Really?
He legitimately flies it. Yeah, there's a loophole because he doesn't have enough hours to be a commercial pilot, but there's a loophole when the people are not paying for a ticket since they were paid actors. It's kind of like that didn't really hit. It was more like, okay, it's absurd. Once you realize, yeah, it's absurd he's doing this. And then like the rest of the episode, you're like, okay, you're just watching him fly it. But overall, go watch it if I didn't ruin it by spoiling it. Everything leading up to it's preposterous and worth it. I don't know why I thought I was just done with the rehearsal stuff. I forgot how much I appreciated his comedy. It's very, very well done. It's incredibly well done. Saturday, the whole weekend was pretty low key. We did a little TCBY trip.
Ooh.
The country's best yogurt, if you're not familiar. I took my oldest. I'd promised him some ice cream, and he doesn't really understand the difference. Whatever. We went to TCBY, it's close. And I'm like, I give him, I get the cup, and I'm like, all right, what do you want? He fucking basically, he didn't go full suey, but he goes, he went marshmallow flavored yogurt.
Okay.
Orange flavored yogurt.
Just a little creamsicle.
Which he was like, what does the orange taste like? And it was real like, who's on first situation? I was like, orange. He's like, I know. What does it taste like? I'm like, tastes like orange. Are you fucking with, like, you know what an orange tastes like? We eat them at home. And then capped it off with just some like chocolate mousse. Which I will say, looked disgusting. Upon further review, not bad.
Ooh.
Hit him with some gummy worms on top.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, some a little bit of chocolate, a little M&M on top. For some reason, I don't know. I was letting him go off. You could tell he wasn't ready for we don't do that very often. So when he got up to the toppings portion of the day, he was very overwhelmed. He's like, I wasn't prepped for this. So he kind of panic ordered.
Too much freedom. He didn't
Too
know what
much
to do
freedom.
with it.
He panicked his way into some gummies, some gummy worms.
Take the lad to Pinkberry for a player one time. It is so fucking good.
Is Pinkberry yogurt? What is Pinkberry again? Yogurt or ice cream?
It's frozen yogurt. It's froyo. Froyo.
It's froyo.
Dude, it's so good.
We just did that froyo.
What, Randy?
I enjoyed that voice.
Froyo girl guy. Saturday night, your boy's like on the cusp of buying the UFC event. And then I was like, you know what? I really don't need to watch this. So what did I do instead? I guess I didn't want. Friday night was all about Stanley Cup. Did y'all? I sent a text like this is like an all-time great game. It really was. That was what I did Friday night. One of the best hockey games you'll ever see. It was phenomenal. Saturday night, don't worry about it. Nothing. Rehearsal. Made a steak. Butcher talked me into a New York strip. New York strips to me are just fine.
Wait, hold on.
He's like, this is the most fresh thing we got.
What's a New York strip? Thought it was a Texas strip.
That's
now.
a great point and a great callback, and I didn't immediately recognize what you're doing there.
Yes.
I will say the butcher at HEB, I don't want to get anybody fired. I don't want anybody to have the worst day at their job, but he did call it a New York strip.
Oh.
He goes, look, these are fresh. We just cut these. I was like, fine, you sold me. I went home, made it perfectly. It was really good, but it's just I have it under the fillet and under the ribeye.
Cast iron?
Cast iron, yeah.
There you go.
I prefer that now. It's my new method.
Yeah.
It's kind of something I've been cooking up. Literally.
Chelsea's the steak person, and she cooks the steaks.
How does she do it?
Cast iron, and she crushes it. She has it dialed in. It's great. Love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you cook it on the man grate?
No, I didn't cook it on the man grate. Just joke for a handful of people. Sunday, Sunday, I'd promised a pool day to my son. It was a big weekend for him. Got a pump in at about 8:30. Got home, picked him up, went right back up to the gym. Lifetime pool. Got there a little bit after 10. 3 hours at the pool. Absolutely too many. About an hour too many. But it was a good time.
The weekend of roads, man.
Yeah, just me and him in there. And, you know, a lot of throwing him around. A lot of, I messed up. I didn't bring any pool toys. So we were doing the thing where we were kind of just hoping people would leave there sitting around. And they did. We found a Bucky's football, little squishy football that we were throwing around. And then the guy was like, hey, that's ours. Do you mind throwing it back? I was like, oh, this whole thing? Yeah, for sure. And I threw a perfect spiral.
Whoa.
He fucking caught it. It was sick.
How old is Rhodes in the pool regards? Like, is he still doing floaties or is he swimming around by himself? Can he like dive and stuff? Yes. What swimming age is he at?
It's like dog years. So he is not able to swim. He's able to jump off the side and like kind of swim to me, but like he's not. I mean, he's still in the middle of swimming lessons, so he's not. But he still wears like the little puddle jumper thing, that thing you slip on. But we take it off in the shallow end. And
I miss those days, man. Shit's mad cute.
It's great.
Now Parks just fucking swims. It's whatever. I can throw him in the deep end and shit.
It's great, but also like I kind of have to. I'm kind of ready for him to be able to go just do all this stuff. Oh, no, sad moment of the day. So Lifetime Pool has those 6 slides, those water slides. Well, we've been talking about these things ever since. Tall enough. I was like, you know what, dude? Let's go find out. I asked the lifeguard. She's like, yeah, it'd be like 42 inches, I think it is. We
so
walk
you
up.
Go on.
I'm sorry?
So you couldn't go on.
Don't laugh at that.
Damn, dude.
I'm taller than 42 inches. Randy, you're shorter than me.
I'm taller than you.
You're not. You're like 5'8".
5'10".
There's no way. Not with that fucked up knee.
Yeah, you got a little slouch.
You lost an inch, dude.
You got a little gimp.
To match your suit. So we walk up to the thing and there's like the stairs to go up it and it's like got the sign and I put him up and he is half an inch, right? And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna let it rip. Walk up there, get up there. There's a line. Gets up there. The high school kid. He looks. He's like, "Hey, can you stand up? Can you put your back against that?" Like measured him again at the one up top. And he's like, "Oh man, I'm really sorry. I can't, dude. He is just a little too short."
Dude, he'll be there by the end of the summer. If he's half an inch, he'll get there by the end of the summer.
I told him that, and I prepared him for this, and he was not. He handled it well.
I remember the exact same thing happened to Parks and he was crushed.
I gotta say the lifeguard, the kid that was up there, shout out to him. He's doing his job. He's very nice about it. So we had the defeated walk back down and one of the dads was like, next time put on the aqua socks. He'll be right there. He'll be perfect.
It's a good idea.
I was like, yeah, you're right. It's a good thought. But yeah. We got down there and I thought he was going to be really bummed, but he was not.
Yeah.
His mom was, when I got home and told her, she's like, yeah, she's like, they have those are there for like safety. He probably would have like flown off the slide. I'm like, he wasn't going to fly off the slide.
The half an inch right there.
I was like, he's fine.
Yeah, he would have been fine.
Yeah. I can definitely remember the first summer where I hit the height requirements, go on roller coasters. It was amazing.
The thing you got to worry about is when they hit the water at the end, it's deep.
Yeah.
So if he's not a strong swimmer, that's when he gets in trouble.
Well, they let the kids do it in their.
Oh, they do?
Yeah. Which I didn't realize. So, and they've got, the lifeguards right down there. But yeah, you're right. That was what I was kind of worried about, like him getting water up his nose or something. But yeah. So anyway.
You can get some speed. One of those is faster than the other ones, and you can get some serious speed.
I've never done it.
Why not? They're great.
I don't know. Maybe I feel like I'd be stunting on roads if I just I'm like doing the slide the whole time.
I think the one that's closed is the faster one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know this because Parks and I have raced many times down those slides, and one of them always wins.
I would rather do a water slide than a roller coaster. I'm team water
slides are awesome.
Water slides kind of rule.
Yeah. Have you ever done, or you probably haven't, but seen like the really mega ones where people just shoot off of them and do like those wild ass like tricks in the air?
There's a place in Waco.
They have one?
Yeah.
Those are cool, man.
That like launches you.
Yeah.
And you have like I feel like 6 seconds of airtime.
I think you got to be like 62 inches for those. Those are big boy slides.
Now that one I'm not big enough for.
Yeah.
That one you'd never see me again. Yeah, and that's about it. It was a great weekend. Good stuff. Let's talk about our good friends at Lucy. Imagine popping a Lucy and then hitting that water slide.
Oh, jeez, man.
Just getting dialed.
Imagine popping a Lucy and recording this very episode that we're recording right now, which is
that what you're
exactly
doing?
what I did.
So what's in your mouth right now? You telling me it's 100% pure nicotine, always tobacco free?
That's exactly what I'm telling you. I have the 8 milligram Breaker apple ice flavored. It is my go-to. I have subscribed. I get a monthly delivery. It's so easy and it's inexpensive and they are awesome.
Is that the nicotine pouch with an extra surprise?
Yep. Little flavored capsule that you bite down on.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of snaps in your mouth and it's just fucking on.
Yeah, that's how you know. You got to set yourself up with a subscription like Dylan. Have Lucy delivered straight to your door. I'm a mango guy. I'm a basic guy.
You like the gum.
I like the mango gum.
The gum comes in as low as 2 milligram. Then they have, for the pouches and everything, they have 4, 8, and 12.
There you go. Level up your nicotine routine with Lucy. Go to lucy.co/steam and use promo code STEAM to get 20% off your first order. Lucy has a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. Again, that's lucy.co. Use code STEAM to get 20% off. Here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Let's talk Donn's Depot.
Okay. Let me get a sip of my water here first.
Oh, folks, he's got, yeah.
Oh, there's the sip.
There it is.
We went to Don's Depot, and it's an interesting crowd at Don's Depot. Typically, it's like a mixture of like frat guys and old people.
It's kind of a cosmic gumbo.
And the old people love to, there's a dance floor there and a live band. They love to dance, and I love to ask the younger folks to dance. Not many old folks on Saturday night. Maybe we went kind of late, and that's why. But it was mostly just college kids, mid-20s kids, and then a few 40-ish people sprinkled in, of which I was one of them. We met new Austin douche guy.
Oh.
So this guy was sitting really close to the band, and he was probably about our age. And he was proudly from Austin.
New Austin douche guy.
Proudly from Austin. He walked up to, like, we were scattered at one point. He walked up to people and he was like, "Hey, are you Unicorn?" And for those who don't know, Unicorn is a reference to people who are from like born and raised in Austin, because there are not many of us around.
How insufferable.
But he met his match with us because there were like 4 of us, including me, who are quote unquote unicorns. Are you a unicorn?
So he was serious. He's kind of.
Oh, yeah. He was really drunk.
Well, so does he just go up to a bunch of groups and just ask that every single time?
Yeah.
Do you think he was a Don's like regular and he's kind of just seen the crowd like turn over into
Maybe.
like a lot, and now he's kind of mad about it?
Maybe. So he walked up to my friend, asked him if he's a unicorn. He's like, yeah, I went to Anderson. He goes, I'm from Westlake, Best Lake. And my friend told me that. I was like, oh, that guy's a douche. 5 minutes later, he comes up to me and we had the exact same conversation. He goes, "Are you unicorn?" It's like, "Yeah, I'm from Austin." "What high school?" "Anderson." "Oh, dude, Westlake, Best Lake." Like, okay.
Is that a thing people say?
This guy does. I don't know if it's a thing people say, but this guy was aggressive fist bump guy. Like he would poke his head in our group. Like we were rolling about 8-10 people deep. And he would just poke his head like, "Oh," and just hold his fist out, or like,
one of those.
we would bump him like, okay. And then he would say a couple things.
Was he solo?
I think he was solo.
That's tough.
2 minutes later, just poke his head in and stick his fist out, just waiting for somebody to bump it. We're like, all right, dude. He was just obnoxiously annoying, obnoxiously drunk. He kept like, we kept like, okay, just go away, dude. Finally, after about the 15th fist bump, he requested from my friend Michael. Michael's like, "I'm done, dude. I'm done fist bumping." He's like, "No." He goes, "No." He's like, and the guy said, "Oh, you're a cunt." We're like, "What?" Michael's like, "You just call me a cunt?" He goes, "Yeah, dude.
It's Michael. Michael can be a little cunty."
And Michael, it's funny, if you know Michael, he's the opposite of likes to fight guy.
No, he's more of a take his shirt off to drive across town.
Michael's never been in a fight in his life. Like if I saw Michael like in a guy's face, I would step in because I'd be worried for Michael. Not that I'm like the one to fight. I would step in to like separate them. Like, Michael, don't get in a fight, dude. You're gonna get wrecked. Anyway, so this guy that goes in for a fist bump. Michael's like, dude, I'm done fist bumping. Like, there's too many at this point.
Yeah,
Called
this
him a
guy's
cunt.
exceeded.
And Michael's like, you want to go? You want to go? And the guy's like, oh, what? I just want a fist, I just want a fist bump. Like, yeah, we know you do because you've requested it over and over again to our group. I guess because we're from Austin, you think we're buds. We're really not. Like, I don't know you. And so they're kind of jawing at each other, and nothing happens. Again, Michael's not the type to fight anybody. I think he felt bold because he was with a group of other friends, and he knows that we would have, had his back or whatever. The guy was just like, after that little altercation, he just kept he went around the group fist bumping us. It was like, hey, I don't mean anything by it. And he was like, the guy didn't bump me. He's a cunt. It's like, dude, you should probably stop saying that. Like, we don't know you. You don't know us. We could be like, down to fight right now. We're not, because we're not that kind of group.
DTF.
And then 5 minutes later, it was time for me to leave. And it was like midnight at this point. And he was waiting for me by the exit door, just with his fist out. Like,
What the hell?
like, dude, come on. What are you doing? Stop with the fist bumping. I bumped this guy 12 times.
I don't know. I don't think there's anyone in my life I've fist bumped more than 12 times. That many times.
It was in a span of 1 hour.
That's too many bumps.
He was unrelenting with the bumping.
Did he follow you in the bathroom trying to give you
No.
like you turn around from the urinal, he's just hey,
You just look in the mirror. He's over your shoulder.
You look down under the stall. There's a little fist
there's a
waiting
fist
for you.
coming up.
He was just out of control and so annoying, and had way too much to drink. And it was, at the end of the night, it was a funny situation.
Don's is like on that list of bars. If you get in a fight at Don's Depot, like you should be banned for life.
Yeah, it's not that kind of place.
No, it's not. And no one there is in that.
It's
is
a
gonna
happy dance environment, cheap drinks. It's a fun place.
What was this guy's fit? What was his vibe?
His vibe was like just Austin. I don't want to say Austin real estate guy, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
He had a cap on. He just dressed like he plays golf, on the weekends.
bow tie.
Bow tie?
Yeah.
What?
He did not have a bow tie on. No, I don't know.
Just
why.
say he dressed like he plays golf.
So this is the
Do you
type.
do you golf in a bow tie?
No.
Okay.
So this is the type
Like
of
a
guy
spinning
that
one?
like when someone does some drone footage of Austin and just like showing off the city, he's the type of person in the comments being like, "Oh, Austin's gone so downhill."
Yeah, I don't know. He knows that he's one of the few that are from Austin, so he likes to let people know that, which is not exactly like a bragging card. I don't know. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know.
What was he going to say if like you weren't? Like, what's he saying to me?
Yeah, not many of us around.
Get out of here.
I'm actually from Austin.
I think he was just surprised that he approached a group that was also from Austin,
Damn.
Anyway, douche alert.
Fist bump guy at Don's Depot.
Yeah.
I think we're doing Track House Thursday, and we're just sitting there looking at Twitter. Saw that the Trump Elon split had happened. It went down unceremoniously or ceremoniously with a tweet. The big reveal, the big bombshell, I guess, if you're that surprised.
Uh-huh.
But Elon did tweet that the president was the reason the Epstein stuff has not been released is because Trump is in it. He's in the files. He's named. And that set off Twitter. And like it was kind of a funny. It was a fun Twitter day, I will say. And then more comes out about a potential fight that Elon got in with Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. And they said they got into a fight over, I don't know if it was the budget or if it was over plans for the IRS. They were pitching to Trump. They got into it, Elon and Scott Bessent, I will call him. And apparently Elon like shoulder checked him And then this dude apparently like fought back and maybe hit Elon. Elon had a black eye like a couple weeks ago, and I don't know if this is the same from that moment, but like Elon was walking around with a jacked up eye, so he might have got smoked.
Did you hear his reason for the black eye?
What did he say?
He said that Little X, he was just like horse playing with Little X, which is his son.
Of course.
And he told Little X it was okay if he wanted to just punch him, and he said Little X did that with a punch to the face.
Hey, Lil X is a pretty sick rap name.
I would like to know if Little X is a southpaw, because this is coming from the left side.
How old is Little X? Oh, he's 5 years old. No. You don't let a 5-year-old clock you in the face. My 4-year-old, dude, once they hit 4 and like get a little bit more coordination, they can hurt you. Like you don't want to just take one to the face. So that's bullshit. There's no way he did that.
Yeah, that sounded like bullshit to me too.
So that's funny. The fact that there has to be video of this. It's in the White House.
Dude,
there's cameras.
Thursday was a very wild day on Twitter, and it was all like you said, it was all popping off when we were doing Trackhouse. So I was like, I wanted to be on Twitter so bad just to follow all the action. But we had the richest man in the world and the president just going at each other. It's just fucking insane. Who were best friends 5 minutes ago. At least publicly, that's what it seemed like. I don't know.
And like that's with all the Google AI stuff on Instagram, just seeing all these like breakup videos of them and everything, and like JD Vance getting 2 Christmases. It was a pretty fun day on social media.
I saw a video of Elon and Trump kissing, and I don't think it was real.
It's weird that Trump didn't. I don't think Trump has said anything about the accusation of the Epstein file, which read into that whatever you will. But he didn't have much to say to counter Elon on that.
I know JD Vance said that it didn't exist because I saw a clip. He was on Theo Vaughn like as it was happening for some reason.
He said what?
He was saying he denied it.
Kash Patel was doing Rogan, and like Jamie Joe's producer like chimed in and was like, by the way, this just happened, this tweet. And he was like, oh. And it was very very awkward. And he's like, I'm staying out of that.
Yeah.
Kash Patel, the director of the FBI.
Right.
But yeah,
what a mess,
for some reason, JD Vance did Theo Vaughn.
You had the people with their tinfoil hats being on like, JD Vance is on Theo and Kash Patel's on Joe Rogan as it's happening. Seems convenient. I'm like, God, just things are happening. Just
I don't really
happen.
Yeah, it didn't really bother me that people in power are doing podcasts. Like, I'm like, okay, get out there and say stuff, even if what they say is like not that interesting. But the Trump Epstein thing is like not anything. I mean, like you knew he was involved in some capacity. I mean, there's like, he's talked about it. He's claimed he banned Epstein, the Ep from his club, Mar-a-Lago. So that's not like a big shocker.
RFK Jr. said he's been on Epstein's plane twice, but he said both times he was with his family and going to places that were not Little St. James.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, it's funny that we're still talking Epstein like 6 years later.
It's the topic that'll never go away until we know the details, I think. Which we may never.
No. But yeah, this is just incredible stuff. It's really putting a lot of people in an awkward spot. If you're like if you bought a Tesla because you really are stoked on Elon and Trump and all that, now you're just kind of, oh, what do you do? You have to, I mean, like there's a whole market for new bumper stickers. All the people it's like, do the people who went and bought the I bought this before he went crazy bumper stickers on their Tesla, are they taking them off? Are they modifying it? What do you do?
Oh, I think Trump also said he's getting rid of the Tesla that he bought during that publicity stunt that they pulled in front of the White House.
Does he even drive? He doesn't drive.
No, he doesn't drive. No. He says he lets staff use it or whatever. But I think he's getting rid of it now because of this.
Okay.
That there's a lot of good memes there too. Is like, oh, liberal and MAGA like showing up at the same Tesla to firebomb it. Like,
yeah, Tesla is just caught in the crossfire of all this. It's
well, we were just watching the stock price, like on Trackhouse. We're just kind of watching it drop. Like, oh man, that's tough. That's real tough. So who you got? You have to support one of them.
In the beat, I'm gonna say Trump because I still think he is the leader of the free world.
Mm-hmm.
You think he is?
Yeah.
He's still
He's a
president.
better poster.
I'm gonna say he is the commander in chief of the U.S. Army. I don't think Elon
He
really
is-
has an army.
He is a million times funnier than Elon is.
He's a better poster. Elon's one of the least funny people of all time.
yeah.
Right? I mean, like I don't think that's going out on a limb. Like he's the guy's one of the worst posters.
He is.
He
He's
bought
really
the
bad.
app and just started aggressively posting, and he's batting like 0.5. It's not good.
No, he's batting 0.
0.005.
He's batting 0. Another
is
thing he
0
said
in
was
there?
that the only reason Trump was elected was because of him too. That was another claim that people.
There's a lot of money involved.
I don't know. Has Trump ever made the clutch move of ordering pizza at 1 a.m. though? Consider that.
So you know, Trump's like never had a drink or whatever. Isn't that a thing?
Yeah.
Would you be shocked if he had never had a slice of pizza? There's no way.
I think
he's from New York.
He's a
had
McDonald's
pizza.
guy, man. He eats pizza.
That's a great
too.
point.
I'm pretty sure he eats pizza with a fork and knife. I think that's a thing about Trump.
I eat Jet's pizza with a fork and knife. Little fun fact about me.
That's understandable.
It doesn't really lend itself because I get like I'm really loading that bish up with toppings.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
You load that bitch up.
Oh my God. So I will in lieu of holding it with my hands, I will do the clutch move of a knife and fork. What, Randy?
Yeah. Here's a picture of him with a fork. Old Trump. Pulling up
Is this a known thing or is it like a one-off
yeah,
situation?
no, I think this is a known thing.
Okay. That's
Just an unflattering photo all
That's
around.
a terrible picture. It's old.
Yeah.
That's an older pic.
That's
too.
one you don't want out there. Like, oh
Okay.
man,
There it is.
There it is. Fantastic. Let's talk about our good friends at Squarespace. Squarespace, of course, is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or scaling your business, Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain, showcase your offerings with professional website, grow your brand, and get paid all in one place. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound like something we might do around here, around these parts? I'd say yes.
Absolutely.
All in one place.
Squarespace was a vital piece of our business launch.
We built this podcast. We built this podcast. All right, that's fine.
Also,
We workshop different things here.
the cold call form runs through Squarespace and it goes to our new and improved spreadsheet. That's all done through Squarespace.
Yes.
How about that?
Where would we be without that? We wouldn't be making cold calls. Of course, we're doing that tomorrow, only on Patreon. Head to squarespace.com/steam for a free trial. When you're ready to launch, use offer code STEAM to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Again, squarespace.com/steam for a free trial. You're going to love it. You're ready to launch. Use that offer code STEAM to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. And who knows, you may just have the next washed media. You may do that with Squarespace. I know we do. We're huge fans. Check it out, Squarespace. All right, Randy, we got your segment. Go ahead and do it, dude.
I don't know what this is. Neither does Dylan. Dave has prepared us 0% for what is on the rundown. right now.
Ozempic Hogs is the name of this.
What do you think it is?
segment?
I'm assuming, I want to think it's feral hogs that are taking Ozempic. I don't know.
Is this like a test case?
Are people shooting vitamin O
Experiment?
into their penises? What's going on here?
Are we calling it vitamin O?
Oh, I know what this is about.
What is it about?
Ozempic is giving guys bigger dicks.
Would you please use the nomenclature that's in the
Ozempic is giving guys larger penises.
Hogs.
hogs?
Oh, okay.
Call them
Sorry.
hogs. There's some anecdotal evidence out there that guys are getting maybe an extra 0.48. That's almost half an inch.
Theory.
If Rhodes had that, he could be on the slide.
Theory.
Yeah, you know, I had that thought, but I didn't want to bring it up with this particular subject matter. But you went ahead and did it, and we love you for it, man. Great work.
May I present a theory?
I know what your theory is going to be.
Having been in many locker rooms where guys will walk around
This
naked.
guy's seen a lot of cock.
Yeah.
The larger gentlemen that I see,
Yeah,
Mhm.
I know this is God.
larger gentlemen that have a more rotund pelvic region,
Yeah,
Mhm.
kind of swallows it up a little bit. No,
Ah.
kind of
I don't like that
swallows
word,
the
but
piece
yeah.
a little bit. kind of makes your piece look a little smaller because it just kind of engulfs it with the extra fat.
Real cock connoisseur.
So
over
if they're
here.
getting skinnier,
Mm-hmm.
losing weight, that pelvic region leans out a bit and like, surprise, you can see more of my wiener now.
Don't clip that. Don't clip that.
That's what's going on here, right? It's not making your thing bigger, your hang down longer.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think a lot of
It's-
people that lose weight in general.
Do you remember, like-
see that?
Do you remember like the top 3 hogs you'd seen?
Yeah.
I think you're gonna answer.
You know what I mean, though. I mean, this is a thing. Like
No,
bigger
yeah.
guys, they
Muscle
tend,
weighs more than fat.
bigger guys, it tends to hide in their loose. I don't know. This is a weird
No,
conversation.
you're right. You're right. Guys who lose weight, they'll be like, dude, I think it got bigger.
And you're like, well, it didn't. You just can see more of it now.
And proportionally, it like might look
Proportionally,
better. But
too.
some are measuring and saying, no. I got this extra 0.48.
Wow.
You think that's a game changer? You don't have to tell any tales out of school, but how far is that taking you, that extra 0.48?
It's taking me at least 0.48 more.
Yeah, about 0.48 more, I would say.
Yeah.
So like 1.48.
They're measuring? Like, does that... See, that means they would have to measure before they took Ozempic and then measure again after the effects of Ozempic have taken place.
I don't know if this was a double-blind placebo study.
Is this peer reviewed journal?
I don't know. We need our women in STEM to chime in. I don't know if this study's valid. Let's see. Although there hasn't been enough research done on the correlation, important to note that correlation doesn't mean causation. I don't know if you guys know that. Between semaglutide and men's genitalia measurements, the average penis size is continuing to rise, and some experts think Ozempic might actually have something to do with it. The average penis has grown nearly 10%, from 5.17 inches to 5.63 inches between 2022 and 2024 in the UK, according to diabetes.co.
Where are they studying this?
I don't know. Is that a sign of, I guess that's overweight. People can get diabetes.
Yeah, maybe.
You know who we need to get on this? Guy that knows cock more than anyone. Brian Johnson.
Yeah.
He needs to look into
I
this.
don't like the C word, Randy. I don't like that word.
Because he called your friend that? Or different C word?
No, cock.
Oh, okay.
You have to say it with like an A almost.
It's
Cack.
it's the P equivalent for a man. And like we wouldn't call a vagina a P word openly on this podcast.
Don't fucking do it.
That's just dirty. That's dirty. So is the C word. Just say dick.
Fine. His penar.
Here's a fun fact. The data also revealed that Venezuelan men experienced a massive increase from 1.42 inches to 6.67 inches within those 2 years. Wait, I'm sorry. New York Post is going to have to. That doesn't make sense.
Oh,
No one increased 6.67. Oh, okay. So I got you. They went from their normal to all the way to 6. So the Venezuelan man. Okay. Interesting. Dr. Richard Vinny, a consultant neurological surgeon at Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Birmingham, thinks Ozempic and similar drugs could be to blame. Men's penises shorten as they get older due to increasing body fat and increasing prostate size, drawing the penis back into the body. He told diabetes.co.
Mm-hmm.
so your peanuts goes in your body as you get older?
It's like
I don't know.
like
Man.
Irish goodbyes.
It's just like a turtle head.
It's all
going
right.
back
My
in the
job.
shell.
My job here is done. I'm out of here.
See you.
I know. Do you know anybody on Ozemp? You know anybody who's Zemping?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Well,
I haven't talked to him about his wiener size.
let's call him. Who is it? Let's Bluetooth him.
Let's call him right now. No.
All right. You connected?
No.
It's just interesting.
It's interesting. The hogs.
It's just because you can see more of it. You're losing the girth down there.
What's an extra half inch going to do for anybody, though, really? Right?
For some people, it might mean a lot.
It's going to take you, if you're like a guy who's like really struggling, let's say you're like in the 3 to 4 range, that extra half inch, maybe proportionally, I know that's a lot.
That's a lot for
20% or whatever.
You go
it
from
could be.
4 to 4.5. That's not nothing. I don't know. Anyway,
I'm just thinking. I do have one potential. I have a friend who I think might be Zempin, but I don't know, and I don't want to bring it up. It's kind of like you don't ask somebody if they're pregnant unless you know.
pretty expensive, isn't it?
You don't ask somebody if they're Zempin unless you know.
Right.
I think it is expensive. Although no, it's one of those things. I feel like did they dial it back a little bit? Because I feel like a year ago everybody's on it. The whole world was on it. I wasn't on it.
I think it's still very, very prevalent.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to run it back?
Yeah, we got a short one today.
Timely.
0.48 shorter.
Run it back, of course, the segment during which we talk about what we already talked about. Randy played the Panic Ruka card when his joke bombed earlier.
Freak on a leash, man. Just like that bearded dragon.
Randy was wrong.
Dave threw a perfect spiral to the dad who wanted his football back.
It was a Bucky's ball.
Bucky's ball.
Squishy one.
Westlake, Bestlake.
No
New
one
Austin
says that,
douche
dude.
alert. New
That's
Austin
so
douche
embarrassing.
alert. And finally, Dave loads that bish up with toppings.
I do.
That concludes Run It Back.
I'm a Jets Pizza guy. Man, what if that guy's a listener? Were there any listeners at Don's Depot?
I doubt he was a listener. He
Yeah.
said something to me.
I think he would have recognized Dylan for sure.
I'm very recognized. In that shirt, especially.
That sun-kissed? Are you kidding me?
I was getting a lot of Magnum PI. Hey, you look like Magnum PI. Like, what a compliment. I had the mustache going with the, Hawaiian shirt,
Tom Selleck, Randy.
Mm-hmm.
which might be a good, use that shirt for a Halloween costume. I got to get some nut huggers.
I was going to say, he's got a lot of hair, a lot of
Got-
chest hair.
I'll grow my hair out everywhere on my body.
Okay.
I don't trim I trim my chest a little bit.
What was the
Anyway.
nut hugger thing? Does he wear tight
He
blue
wears
jeans?
really tight, short khaki shorts.
Oh, okay.
Nut huggers.
Hey, real quick, I went to the mall on Friday. I didn't tell anybody this in my weekend fun because it wasn't that fun. Just want to say, I went into a couple stores. I'm not going to name them. The fact that no one thinks that the 40-year-old guy going into stores that are probably for people a little bit younger than 40, the fact that they don't understand that this guy's here to drop some serious coin on some clothes is insane. It is like I have to go actively seek people out. And I'm just going to call them out. Banana Republic,
Whoa.
Abercrombie and Fitch.
Whoa.
Yeah, I went to Abercrombie. You know how long it's been since I've been in an Abercrombie? Probably 20 years. But I went in there. And I did buy some stuff.
Ooh, what'd you
And I
buy?
will say Abercrombie's popping.
Yeah. I mean,
Like
I just
I
bought a
Abercrombie-
shirt. Thanks to Randy.
yes.
It is a very, very, like the most crowded store in the mall. Like a line, like 10 people deep to check out.
They really have done well in their rebrand, kind of.
They really have. Where they haven't done well is making 40-year-old men feel comfortable, which I guess that's probably, I'm a little bit on the outside of their demographic. I get it, but I'm still there to buy some stuff. I like their jeans. They've got a good price point for me. Fine. Whatever.
I went there right before the movie just to check something out.
Did you?
Yeah, I wanted to try one of their crop T-shirts on, but they only had smalls and extra smalls. So I was like, nah,
What's the
never
deal
mind.
with the crop shirts? Why you buy it?
I wanted to try to see what it looked like. I didn't. I want to see. I was like, is it to expose my midriff or is it still a good shirt? But
Is this
only
to wear
smalls.
like to the pool?
No, it's just like a graphic tee.
Okay.
But yeah, I saw some people at the Twisted Cork. I didn't go up and get a drink myself, but I looked up there and there were a couple people sitting at the bar. I'm like, hell yeah,
Fuck yeah.
fuck
Dudes
yeah.
rock.
Fuck
All
yeah.
right. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Cold calls. Bye.